just do some adjusting to my camera stand. Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Oh, I gotta fix this. I always gotta do it. Leave it there. What's up? How you doing? Like I said, welcome to the channel. Just getting everything all set up, all sweetly for you. Yeah. So, what's going on with your energy? Who is this weirdo up in here, huh? I don't know. We're going to find out, but whoever it is, they need to go. That's the energy that I'm feeling. That's what we got going on. So let's get to it. Could be a creepy ex. Could be a creepy stalker. I don't know. We'll find out. But it was kind of funny because I was having this download, right? And then I was like, I don't know. Let me just post a little short. So I made a little short video about, we're not all the same. Apply pressure and you'll find out. And that blew up to like 3,000 views in like 30 minutes. Then I get people, the haters, the cringy people, coming up in there and being like, ooh, this video is cringe. And if you're not nice to me, man, I'm not going to be nice to you. So, I'm going to serve it back to you on a silver platter with a lot of sarcasm. And, yeah, this is hilarious. Cringy people nowadays, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, welcome, newbies. That's you, brand new. Subscribe, become part of this divine family. And those who are already subscribers, I love you. Thank you. Appreciate you guys' support. You guys are fantastic. Just fantastic. I'm going to tell you, it's been 92 degrees today, but the UV index is hot and high. And it's just like, whoa, like 5 minutes outside, you want to come right back in. Yeah. But I hope everybody up in Northwest Texas is doing okay, because that big old tornado coming around that way. Woo, I tell you, I've been through some earthquakes and hurricanes, and one tornado that just kind of formed over my house. I'm done with that. I'm done with all that. So we got one card there. We got two cards here. Let's get your energy in the present moment. See what this is about. All right. So you have the Knight of Pentacles. No, you have the Knight of Cups with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, this is your energy now. Okay. So to me, what I feel... when we're speaking about cringy people, what's going on in the comments already? Blowing it up, can't see far away. Hello, me. Hello, my air. And the true bolt. What's going on, y'all? Check this out. So this cringy person, you don't want to talk to him at all. Okay, you don't want to talk to him at all. Period, point blank. That's the Page of Pentacles in reverse. But you're still willing to be nice. Okay, a little friendly here. Okay, that's the energy. You're not completely rude to this person, but enough to be like, I don't need to talk to you. Okay, so maybe if you bump into him in the public, you're gonna say what's up. But other than that, what's going on? Avon, is it Avon? Yeah, how's it going? All right, so yeah, you bump into him in public, you might just be like, hey. But other than that, you're not reaching out. You're not even talking to this person. So good for you. All right. Here we go. Look at this. 7 emotional damage. Yeah, you're leaving this person all kinds of emotional. 7 of Cups, they're confused. They have mixed emotions. They don't know what's going on. I don't know, maybe you guys were friends, then you're not, and I don't know what's going on with all this. Queen of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles come out. Oh, so they're haters. They're hating on your confidence because you're banking some money over here. What's up with that? Yeah, you got a hater on your hands. No wonder they're cringe. Seriously, people, get over yourselves. All right, well, you're sitting pretty. Okay, you got the 10 of Pentacles there. You're building some kind of legacy, some kind of wealth for yourself here. You're very confident with that Queen of Wands energy. And this is confusing that person all kinds of hell. Oh, they want it. They want what you got. See the hands out there, the beggars, the cringy beggars. Yeah, they want what you got. And you're like, no way, you're not getting nothing. Because that way you'd be, offering something, talking to them, whatever. But no, not at all. So this person's hating on your abundance here, your stability. What is up with that? Like, people, if you really got that much of a problem with somebody else's shit, go get your own. Do better, right? Seriously, wow. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Let's keep it going. I'm gonna get this person gone. Gone, Gone. Yeah, you got no love for this person. King of Cups in reverse. Nope. You ain't showing this person no love, no kind of I don't even see like a friendship here anymore. I mean, you have to obviously know this person, but you're not showing them any kind of love, and this is what's confusing them here. All right. Yeah, see, you're totally rejecting them. Boom, in your face, rejection. 4 of Cups with the King of Cups in reverse. You ain't got no love. Why would you if they're only bothered about you, of what you can give to them? Damn greedy beggars. Look at these greedy beggars down here. You might have a couple people in your life like that. All right? That's crazy. Yeah, you're leaving them stuck like Chuck. The Hangman, straight up, you're leaving them stuck. Maybe somebody was trying to, ask you for some money or something like that, and just like, no way, you took too much from me already. Okay, and so this is why this person's probably in this kind of, this emotional state of, hey, I thought we were friends, and da-da-da-da-da. You're like, How can I be your friend if all you want is what I got? That ain't no friendship. You're happy as a pig in ish. Yeah, you could care less. You're just joyful. You're doing your own thing. You have no issues with even settling down to try to figure this out here emotionally, because you're just dry with this person. Yeah, they're straight cringe. Anybody coming after your money like that, or your abundance, or whatever you got, and they're jealous and they're haters about it, just shrug it off. You're better off, actually. Better off without them. Okay, well, that's very interesting. Let's keep going on. See what's up with here. What's going on more in the comments way over there? Why the 2 decks, Porter? Because that represents the duality of yourself. That is the light side of you and the dark side of yourself. So we get a full balance of a complete reading of your energy in this moment. Okay? And it's not forecasting, it's not fortune telling, it's picking up on your energy that I'm giving to you. Okay? So cool. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that, man. All right, so the Tower, boom, coming in like Miley Cyrus, like a wrecking ball, dropping the heat. Boom, you brought a tower to this person. Yeah, shaking it up. Okay, maybe you were generous in the past with this person before, but now you're not. That is probably definitely where that tower is coming in, because I definitely think you see that this person is only about one thing, and that's what you got. Right, the Moon. See, yeah. See, you're bringing things to light here with that tower, shaking it up here with the Moon card. You're like, whatever you're doing in the dark, it's going to crumble. Okay, so if you're going to be sneaky and try to be my friend and play the whole violin of the emotions, just because you're after whatever I got, because you're a jealous hater, then I'm not having it, and you can just see you later. Okay. Wow. This energy is pretty heavy, I tell you that. This person's kind of persistent too. Yeah, very persistent. Moon card again. Boom. So you're standing up for yourself here. So we got double moon cards here. So you're facing your fears and you're confronting this person. You know, you're bringing things to light. You're shaking it up. You're saying, I'm not having it no more. And you're bringing this major change. Wow, that's like some confidence, right? Why? Because they're greedy. This person that has been around you is a greedy mofo. Again with that. Beat it. Yeah. But also you're holding on to this energy of facing your fears. So you're not backing down. You're not getting subconscious. You're not feeling bad because, you know, you're not giving in to this person. So that's good that you're standing your ground. That all boils down to that tower of shaking things up. I love it for you. That is fantastic. Now my friend, he's jelly. Oh, you better slide him some peanut butter there. Darnell, give him some peanut butter with that jelly. Heck yeah. Give him some, he's probably got schmuckers. Look at this. Okay, so I think this person kind of took you for advantage here a little bit. You got the Eight of Swords. You're gonna post them up in their head. Yeah, you're gonna post them up in their head. They're gonna be overtaking this. They're not gonna know where this is coming from because with the two moon cards, you're gonna come out of nowhere with this. And you'll be like, boom, coming in like that wrecking ball, like I said, and you're gonna put them in their head. Getting them all mentally confused while you're sitting there all happy celebrating. Look at you. Snarky, are you? Yeah, I would be too. That's great. Look at this. Yeah, beat it. I'm happy. I'm living my life. I'm abundant. I got my own things going on. I don't need someone coming up in here pretending they're being my friend, only just to like be my friend as to what I can give them. What I can offer them, right? Free meals. Hey, you got $20 I could borrow? Beat it. Yeah, we don't need those people in our lives that are constantly like that. Now, once in a while, some people do come in and they genuinely need help. That's where your heart comes in, right? It's all that discernment, right? But they're stalking you right here. Ooh, they're watching you hard. They're watching you celebrate. Look at that. They're watching you live it up. They're watching you celebrate this. Too bad, so sad. I know, right? Here's a tissue. Thank you. That's right, my friend. That's crazy. It's amazing how people just wear these masks. You know what I mean? They pretend to be your friends, and all of a sudden now they're like happy taken from you. But once you stop, now they're all, you know, PO'd, and now you're not their friend anymore. Well, c'est la vie. Good for you. Bye. See you later. All right. So they're stalking you. They're watching you being happy here. Page of Swords with that Three of Cups. You're enjoying life. You have the Sun card. You're happy. You're joyful. Right? They're waiting for something to hit. So they're watching you for something to be coming in. Okay. So you're waiting for your ships to come in here. So they're watching that. Oh, so you definitely have a stalker on your hands, a cringy stalker that is about what you got. And you're on the brink of something big here, so that's why they keep watching you. Ooh, what do you got going on here? Okay. Justice. Let's see. All right, you got all these cards that hit the deck, but two face up. We'll take those two. You have Justice with the Knight of Swords. Okay. Well, whatever's coming in for you is your justice here, and it is kind of coming in quick. Okay. So they're steady jockeying you, watching you, seeing what's going on, and there ain't nothing they can do because that justice, those scales are balanced. That's all for you. And since you already kind of detached from this person, there's no way that they can attach to whatever is coming in for you. If that makes sense. Because you're not being friends with them anymore. Wow, that's bizarre. Yeah, boom, they're going to feel betrayed. They're going to feel stabbed in the back. How? And also with this, the Ten of Swords, your betrayals of this person are done. Okay? They can't manipulate you anymore. They can't stab you in your back. They can't be lying to you and being like, oh, hey, buddy, I haven't talked to you in like 6 weeks, but you got $20 I can borrow. That's a betrayal in itself, right? We don't do that. It ain't happening. Wow. Sun card, you're still going to be happy. So no matter what this person is going to try to do, or even say if you let it to get to that point, it's not going to be any effective. Because you're done being stabbed in the back. You're done with your niceness being taken for granted. Period. And I don't know. I like the Red Bull. They come out with new summer editions. And I think the last one was like the June something. Juneberry. It was good. But this one, they got that white peach. And I'm like, I don't know. It tastes like diet. It's gross. I'm not really liking it. Yeah, who does the diet Red Bull anyways, right? What do you get, half the kick? You only get one wing instead of two? Oh, let's keep going. All right. 2. Ace of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, so you do have something big coming in. Something big coming in here. Some kind of creative project that you could be working on or you're about to be starting to be working on. And it's going to leave you very, very abundant. Okay, you're going to be looking good. Even better than you are now. Okay, that's great. I'm singeing my hairs. Ooh, burnt hair smells gross. I probably should move this. Yeah. Okay. Wow, that's fun. Yeah. So this person knows that you got big things for you coming for you in your life. Okay, and they still want to ride the gravy train. Okay, right? Ride your gravy train, and you're like, no, not having it. Okay, but you got something big coming in here that's going to definitely boost your abundance, because you do have the 10 of Pentacles, which is building generational wealth. This is major abundance. Okay, so I mean, it doesn't have to be all glorified like you're going to be the next hot YouTuber, whatever. It's just, I mean, you could be a regular person working a regular job, so you're saving money, you're building your wealth, maybe you're even stepping it up from going from an apartment to a house. You know what I mean? However that works out, that's all building your abundance, right? Can you do reading for me? Hey, Porter, this is not a personal reading. This is for everybody in the collective. But you can go to my website, Earthly Divine Intuitive Tarot. Oh, no, never mind. I forgot. I had to take that down because Google was running my .com, and it just was not good for them because they didn't even put me on their search bar list. Yeah, they just totally sucked me dry on that one. But I'll be doing signs later, not today, but in the future. So if you're a Gemini or Cancer or whatever, look out for those readings, and possibly maybe even go back into my playlist, because I do have like thousands of videos for you to check out. So go into my playlist, look at the 2025 playlist, and you'll just pick and choose whatever reading you want to watch. But it goes all the way back to 2020. That's right. I've been doing this almost 5 years in September, and YouTube is still treating me like a redheaded stepchild. Can't with that. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Okay, so Ace of Wands with the 9 of Pentacles followed by the Judgment. Boom. And your case closed. Done deal. Whatever this is coming for you, this is set in stone. Okay, set in stone. This is all for you, not to share with anybody else, because you're putting in the hard work to do this. And you're surely not going to have somebody leech off you and take from you in a way that it's, sneaky. Because you put the work in. I just said that, right? You're the wounded warrior, this super trooper person that is able to come up in between challenges and be victorious, okay? You don't let things really hold you back for the long term. Okay, so if you set a goal, you're going to keep to it. So you're going to hit a few speed bumps. You might hit a curb. Okay, but you're still going to keep going. That is that Nine of Wands. That's what your energy is like now, because you've already invested so much into this self wealth, or this abundance that you're building for yourself here. Now you're going to have a major opportunity. Look at this coming in hot. Eight of Wands. You're going to get a message about this soon. Okay, so be checking your emails, check your text messages, check your spam. Something's happening here. We're going to get some kind of communication about this opportunity. It's some kind of project here. Okay, so we have the the Page of Cups. Oh, shut your face. What? Never mind. This person that you're eliminating, they're going to come back and try to talk to you and be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I bet you are. Because you are sorry. Take a bite, trying to get rob my piggy bank. Hell no. Some of y'all, this could be even a spouse, girlfriend, something like that. I don't know, but this person's shady. Look at you bossing up, Emperor. Pow. Yeah. So they know you're on your way to building something big. You're building your own empire. You're standing 10 toes down on what you're building, because that Emperor is on top of the Ten of Pentacles. So you are clearly the boss in building your own generation of wealth. You know, everything that you've got, you built for yourself. And so you're not having this person come back in and be like, I'm so sorry, because you're bossing up to them and be standing your ground with this Tower. So what you say is what you mean. That's fantastic. I love it. I love it. Yeah, you've earned it. That's right. Full experience, baby. There it is. 7 of Pentacles. Investment time. Okay. So, bossing up. You might even be starting your own business. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. Emperor, 7 of Pentacles. You might be starting your own business here. But definitely you've been investing in yourself here. So maybe it is time to step it up and do something like that. You know, there's plenty of resources online to start your own business. But I'll tell you this. You better check with your county regulations and rules and your state. Okay, because the state of Texas says I can have a home business. Not a big deal. Just pay for the fee, right? Pay for that license. And you're good. But the county says, oh, well, what kind of business you're going to have? So my business is obviously spirituality business, and they say that I can't do it out of my home. I have to rent a shop down the street. But if I was a friggin' Freemason, then I can have my business right next door to your house, in my own house. I can't with that because they're classified as a religion. But bullshit, the Masons, they charge an annual fee. Those are the dues that they charge. So that's a business. Under the guise of religion, which they're not even religious, they're claiming spirituality, which is even bullshit. So I had to shut it down. That's majority of the reason why, my friend Porter, my website is not up and running. Because the state says yes, but the county says no. And I'm going to be fighting that shit because I'm like, you let the Freemasons work out of their houses and call it a temple? Are you kidding me? They charge. That's a business. If you charge, it's a business. So, let's move on. What you got here? Ooh, 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Yeah, this person is going to be completely bitter. They're going to be sour. They tax on us. Yeah, I know. That's how they do it. You know, but I don't mind paying the state because it benefits the state because that money will go towards, however the state is going to use that money, whether it's for the police or the schools or whatever. It's still there. But the county, they sucking me dry. In the state, I'm not paying double like that. It's stupid. And if you're going to classify my business as this town that I live in, they classify spirituality, psychic readings, as fucking entertainment. Entertainment. And I'm like, I'm here helping people's lives out, which is not entertaining. So I was like really upset with that idea when I learned after about their county rules. Yeah. But you're going to leave this person bitter. They're going to be sour because you didn't want to talk to them because you already know what their approach is. Okay? So you're saying no, hell, no, 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 no. Hear you, Miley. Because you're the Empress. You plant the seeds to make things grow. You've got this in the bag. Okay? You're still going to be sitting there loving, unconditional. Like I said, you could birth things basically out of scratch. So you drop a seed, which is an idea, Ace of Wands, boom, now you can just light it up and make it happen. But you can't have anybody interfering in that process of trying to take from you while you're trying to build. It's like you're digging a hole for your idea, right? As soon as you throw the dirt, somebody's coming in and throwing the dirt in your hole. That's what this person's like. And you're like, I can't have you because you're trying to interfere, you're trying to stop, trying to take from what I'm trying to plant here. You're not having that. And I wouldn't either, I'll tell you that. Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant with the Emperor, this is crazy. You have the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Pentacles. So it's seemingly like you could start a business that could actually make it to be an organization, meaning you could be the pilot business that you're starting, but then other people can come in and branch off that and expand your business by them working for you because you're the boss. This is crazy. This is a huge opportunity for somebody out there. So turn that hearing aid up a lot because with that Ace of Wands over there, you have a project, something that you've always wanted to do, maybe even since you were a little kid, okay? Something that you're very passionate about, you're very driven. So dig back into your memory and think about it because there's something here that could be very hugely, tremendously profitable. And it's all your idea. So it's good to get rid of this person now instead of later. Yeah. Great things. That's right. Creative. And we're like, oh, look at you. Get it. God, get it. That's what I'm talking about. That's the energy I like. All right. So the Hierophant, huh? Okay. Hierophant with the King of Swords. Look at this. Okay. So with the King of Swords here, you definitely stand in your truth. So what you say goes. So if you're going to say, I don't want to deal with this person anymore, and you put your foot down on it, that's what it's going to be, okay? Because you're very smart. You're very intelligent, okay? You know what is obviously best for you, but you also know who is also Slim Shady and then can try to, come in all fake and phony and trick you out of your spot. Not like it's a competition, but slow you down, right? Because this person seems very needy. Hermit. Hello. Hermit card. This is a wise decision. It's a very wise decision, a very smart move, because you've already lit up the path that you want to go. And that means that this creative idea that you've had for a long time is that light. So you're shining it now on the pathway in which we need to go to. So your inner wisdom, which is the Hermit, you're going within to see which direction you need to go in when it comes to this project. And that is using your intelligence. Because obviously you have to think about it. Yeah, six of Cups here. Okay, so your emotions are not involved with this. The Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups is like, past person, blah, blah, blah. But the 6 here is your perseverance. With that Cups being your emotions, you're not letting your emotions run wild with you because why? You're thinking very logically. Okay? That is that King of Swords. All right. And that's a wise decision to keep your emotions stable. Hermit, Six of Cups. Keep your emotions in check. Yeah, see, here comes a union. This is teamwork. This is definitely a relationship, but it doesn't have to be romantic, okay? So you could be partnering up with somebody to make this happen. Could be an investor, could be something like that, right? All right. Okay, so somebody that wants to put in the hard work with you on this, but with you having somebody else like that you can really be confident in and to know that they got your back through this, you two are going to make it look easy. Okay, so with whatever you know and how you could do it, and this other person coming in and what they know and how they could do it, that's what's going to make it easy. And the hard work is not going to be the problem, because teamwork is the dream work. All right, let's throw a couple more cards down here. Yeah, teamwork is the dream work, my friends. And I'm glad that you rushed that out. Okay, I'm just a cringy person. There it is, the Knight of Wands. Okay, so when you know that whoever this person is that you're going to team up with, that you know once you collaborate together and this other person is willing to put in the hard work, then here comes the fire. Okay, now you're going to take off like a jet race car. You're going to just burn it up, right? So there's not even anything really holding you back here, except for time. And that's the time is just you getting rid of this other person that's just leeching from you, and then you'll be able to put this process together. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, look at that. See, taking action. Told you. You're going to be stepping up, taking this action here. Look at that. King of Wands. Knight of Wands. Wow, that is some fire. That is fire. That is like lighting the candle onto your butthole and watch you take off. Because when you fart, you're gone. I don't know where that came from. All right, let's keep going. Throw a couple more cards out here. Look at this. And this is something you want to hold on to. Yeah. 4 Pentacles. You're going to be holding on to this because, you know, that King of Wands takes action. So this other person is going to be so in line with you that if you say, hey, do this, they're going to do it. So you're the boss. You're in charge. Okay? So you might be even branching off in here and you'll be like, okay, well, this is the plan. I got this already set. So now if you take this and you go do this here, well, then now I got double. But now you're in charge of this and I'm in charge of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So it could be like an employee type deal. I don't know. Definitely something rocking and rolling over here. Heck yeah. Okay, so you're ready to handle the competition. Okay, there's whatever you're going to be doing here, there's other competition, okay? So it's not like you're the only one that thought about it. It's not the only thing that's ever been around. There's other competition here that you're going to have to really work against, okay? Yeah, 5 of Wands with that 8 of Pentacles. There is going to be some hard work and challenges with this project that you're going to be taking off with, because there are other people that are doing the same thing. Okay? So we'll just leave that at the story mode, my friends. I really love that. Let's bust out the verdict here for you, and let's see how this all cleans up. Yeah, love it. Oh, you are going to build something fantastic. Look at that, 4 of Wands. You're going to be able to build this kind of legacy, whatever this thing is, you're going to build it huge, where you're going to sit back and you're going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay? Because not only are you building it right now, but somebody else is going to be helping you build it, and it's going to grow and it's going to be built, and you're going to just sit back and you're going to just marvel in this whole idea. Okay? So this is huge. Okay? I don't tell you what's going on as far as what you got to do. You tell me the seed that's already there by the energy that you're projecting to me. I only use these cards to translate that energy to tell you, hey, this is your opportunity. give you a little better clarity. It's already in your head. I'm just like the translator. Okay, so we got the last card here for you. And then I'm going to go eat. Yeah. No more stuck days, my friend. No more being stuck in a rut. No more being stuck in a rut. You got this. Wow. I can't believe how this turned out. Because I really thought this blood-sucking, leech, cringy person was just going to suck it dry and just leave you out to hang, right? No. You put this person in their place. See you later. I'm out of here. You keep doing what you're doing. You build it bigger and better. And then you get other people joining in that are going to actually put in the hard work because they know you're the boss. So they're not going to take from you. They're going to add to you. And that is fantastic. And I cannot say that this is a better reading than I've had in a hot minute. So enjoy that. That is all for you, my friends. Go get it. This is all yours. Peace and praise every day, my friends. Be blessed, be brave, be bold, be well. And if you're a newbie, subscribe. Join the team. Join the family. Okay, we need more people over here. We are growing. It is slow because YouTube likes to keep the brakes on my shit, right? But we're doing good, and I value everybody that has already subscribed. And those that are watching, join the family. Binge my playlist. Tell all your friends. When you go to Subway and you get your little tuna sandwich, tell everybody about my channel. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. Be blessed, be brave, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.